Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Happy day after Labor Day. It is hot, hot, hot here in the Northeast. It's supposed to feel like 104 or better. So I've been laying low in the house, but when I went back for the day 2 load of stuff, I had seen this when I was there in the driveway, but he had a whole bunch of stuff on the trailer he said he was selling, so I just assumed he was taking that with him. But when I went back and I saw he was by himself and he had no help, we started talking a little bit and whatnot, and he decided to tell me, listen, you might as well take this with you too. So I'm not sure what make bench grinder or whatever you want to mount on it, but it's a nice cast iron pedestal stand, and I'm sure I can make something of that. So, and I've been trying to separate through some of this stuff. I got this table out here. I got a bunch of stainless steel stuff, some thumb screws, railroad ties, railroad spikes, some cast iron. Apparently his dad was into clocks. These are some brass gears, some stainless steel clock gears, I think. I have another box of gears in the truck. These are some of those Bakelite electrical outlets. There's more in the truck. I haven't even emptied that yet. Here's a whole nother box of stuff. Here you go. Look at this. A Bakelite push button switch, brand new with the tag. Fuses. Old grease can, just says grease. I don't know what this was, but he gave me, I have 3 pieces of railroad tie, which I figured people make anvils out of these things all the time, so he told me take them with me too, so I did. These are some kind of military issue hinges, I believe, but judging by the color and the fact that his dad was loosely involved in the military at one point, believe it or not. So I'm going to stand back a little bit, and there's some bins which are pretty rusted out. They're not worth anything. I got a trash can. I got buckets. Here's more Bakelite. I got Bakelite stuff out the yin yang here. I just loosely went through some of these buckets when I took it out of the vehicle, my truck, but nails. I got lag bolts. You guys already saw most of this. This is some kind of cart. I don't know what it was for at one time, but he gave me that as well. I think I'm just gonna 86 it. I don't know. It might have looked like I'm thinking it might have been, judging by the design, it may have been, maybe it had a table saw or something on it. Maybe, I don't know. And copper wiring and pipe. I got pipe, including, there you go, Scout Crafter might enjoy this. It's like the old style post hole digger there. And it's even still got the wooden handle on the top of that. So, yeah, these are those bins. There's like 4 of them, but they've been laying around outside for a long time, so they're pretty shot. And like I said, the tractor is still in the back of the truck, so I haven't done anything with that. So, yeah, I've got tonnage to go through here. But, yeah, I don't know what some of the stainless steel stuff is for. I don't really know what this kind of stuff is. This looks like a T-nut for a lathe or something. Chunk of aluminum. There are some machined collets or something. I don't know what these are. I'm not sure. Anything I thought that was of interest, I figured I'd save it. I got a whole bag full of these lock washers. One of these buckets is full of them. One of them somewhere around here. One of these buckets, anyhow. Might have been the one under there. But anyhow, let's go in the basement where it's a little warmer anyhow. I'll show you. Oh, there's my dog. This is Mr. Drake. My first rescue dog. Right? Who's a good boy? Are you a good boy? You're a good boy, right? He's a really good dog. Really good dog. Anyhow. So, this is some of the stuff I found on that pile. I don't know if you can read this or not. Probably not. Let me see if I can get a little better light on it. Yeah, maybe. Ames and BC Ames Company. And it says Waltham, Massachusetts. I did a little research, and apparently Starrett used these lathes in their facility for making their precision instruments and what have you. I think this might be for an 8-inch lathe. Not too sure, but the comps that I saw on eBay, one sold for $170. There's one on there right now. The guy wants $289, and it's beat. So I just took it apart a little bit, cleaned up some of the crap. It really wasn't that bad. It just had a lot of surface rust, light coating from laying around in the garage for all these years. But I took it all apart real quick, cleaned everything up, put some 3-in-1 oil on and some W40, and it works as it should. So here's something I've had for a while. I don't know if everybody's ever seen one of these, but this is made by Eagle, the same company that makes gas cans. And what this is a parts washer, basically, to soak parts. And as you put weight in here, the strainer goes down into the liquid. As you take things out, it pops back up. So I use this in the house with some purple Zep cleaner and some hot water when I'm soaking stuff. In fact, I just soaked all these gears, which is another story. So, as like I said, I saw a couple of gears, I put them to the side, and when I was unloading things at the house, I started going through things, looking to see what I had to some degree, and I was looking for gears. And every time I thought I had the last gear, I found another one, and another one, and another one. So, what I believe I have here is a complete set of change gears for a Logan lathe. I'm not sure if it's a 200, 300 series, but this starts off at 24, 28, 32. I have 35, 40. I actually have two number 40s. 44, 48, 52, 56, 60, 64, 96. This is 96 as well. I didn't check the inside of this one yet. I'm not sure. I don't think it's 40. No, it's smaller than 40. Maybe it's not quite 33. It's probably 35 or something. But anyhow. So, again, looking on eBay, these gears, they sell for anywhere from $1.50 to $2.50 or more. So that was definitely worth the trip. And it's very interesting. When I was talking to this gentleman, like I said, he was 70. His dad actually he built and designed rocket engines. Believe it or not, there used to be a facility here 2 towns away that used to build rocket engines. I do have a military base near my house, And there used to be another factory over here that used to make all the gunpowder and nitroglycerin and explosives and all kinds of crazy crap. But so anyhow, he was telling me some stories about stuff and how he had some famous people from NASA come to his house when he was a kid, because they wanted a secret meeting. And back then there was no internet and telephones, and well, they had telephones, but it wasn't like it is today with cell phones and whatnot. And so they had this like a hush hush meeting in this little residential neighborhood with all these big guys from NASA and stuff. I think it's pretty cool. But then he said his dad had a machine shop too, up until, I think he said until the 70s, I believe. So that's probably where all this stuff came from. That's why I figured I want to continue going through to see if there's any more. I'm sure that grinder stand came from his shop as well. So as bad, as hurting, and as tired as I was Saturday morning, I did not want to go back. I'm glad I did, because it turned out to be a pretty good deal. And I actually hooked him up with a friend of mine who does clean outs, who's going to go back and finish up. And, so that way he doesn't have to worry about it, because the house is being sold. It's already, paperwork's been done. It's the 15th is the day. So he's got to get this crap cleaned up and done and out of there by then. So yeah, it was pretty interesting. Nice guy. Nice to meet people. Stories you hear and learn and listen. It's just kind of interesting, the history of things. And, I would have had no idea. I mean, I did find this cross slide the first day, but that's what made me ask him about what did his dad do. And when he told me about the machine shop, I was like, aha. So, not sure how old this is, but it could be 100-year-old. I'm not sure, or more. I don't know. But anyhow, I think that'll be a good score for me. I mean, I have no use for any of this stuff, these items here, so I'm just going to pass them along, because there's people out there that could use this stuff, and I could use the money. So in any case, that's about it for today. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching, commenting, like, and subscribe. Take care, everybody. Stay cool.